It's the end of the Mega Auctions Day 2, and I have the head coach of the five-time champions Mumbai Indians here with me, Mahela Jayawardene. Mahela, first of all, Mumbai Indians last won a title in 2020, and now that you're back as the head coach, do you think you've managed to assemble a title-winning squad this time around?
Yeah, I believe so. I think already we had a great core group that we've retained. We backed those guys 100%, and then the challenge for us was to have a patient auction because, the budget that we had was different, and what we wanted to execute was quite different this year as well. So we were patient and managed to execute a very good squad, a balanced squad, probably a bit different than what we used to have.
And just looking at the pace bowling options that you have, Jasprit Bumrah, Hardik Pandya, you also have Trent Bolt, Lizard Williams, Reece Topley, Deepak Chahar, the list just goes on. Now, when you went for Deepak Chahar, now we've known him to be excellent in IPL, but he's also been injury prone. Was that something that you thought about?
Yeah, it is, but he comes to Mumbai Wankhede and takes wickets for fun. So we thought, yes, he is, but he's experienced bowler. He's been with Chennai for so many years, and we've seen the quality, and we wanted to pivot to a experienced Indian bowling option that we've never had in the past. So that gives us a combination change if we want to do that. So Deepak fitted the bill. Obviously, we went for a few guys, but they're all high quality Indian fast bowlers, and that was the change that we wanted to do this year. So that gives us the foreign spin options to come into play.
And in this auction, particularly compared to the last mega auction that happened in 2022, we've seen the value of the all-rounders sort of dip. What do you think could be the reason for that?
Well, obviously the impact player. I think the impact player takes out that all-rounder. Luckily for us, we still have Hardik, so he plays a pivotal role for us, gives that option. But that's where it is, because you can play with 7 and 5. 7 batsmen and 5 bowlers and get away with it. So that's the reason that the all-rounders are not valued at a high value, unless you're a fabulous all-rounder that you can hold your own as a batsman and then gives that bowling option.
Right, and also this new RTM rule, what do you make of that, and how did you go about preparing for it?
No, it was quite interesting, and I think it's a fair rule as well, because sometimes the market price, I mean, if the team really wants a player, then they can put the value up rather than the actual market price. So I think it was quite interesting. We did some mock auctions to understand how it go about, but I thought most of the teams did use it very wisely, some differently. So it was good, and it was good for the auction, it was good for the teams, it was good for the players as well.
Now, while all the action was happening here at the auction, if we just travel to down under, what happened in Perth, 150 all out to a 295 runs win for the Indian team. Did you manage to track that, and what do you think of that?
Yeah, no, absolutely watched that. It was a great test match. I think we had few players playing. Obviously, Boom captaining and leading the way with the ball. I thought that was the impetus that India needed in that test match. That first inning spell from Jasprit probably turned the tide, and the way Indians batted in the second inning was fantastic, and we're poised for a great test series. Looking forward to the rest of the matches.
All right, thank you so much for talking to us, Mahela, and all the best for the season.
Thank you very much.
That's the head coach of the five-time champions Mumbai Indians, Mahela Jayawardene. It promises to be an outstanding season this time around.